Hi guys, I'm Prestige here. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. And guys, I have a request for a apple spice cake. I did it a few times and with a cream cheese frosting. And that's a request. So folks, I'm doing any baking with apples, this is one of the best apple to use because it has a tart taste to it up against the sweetness of the sugar. Okay, and these are called Granny Smith apples, okay, or green apples, whichever one you want to call them. But those are the best apples to use for baking. Same way when you're doing baking apple pies or stuff like that. Yeah. So basically this recipe I'm doubling it up because I'm making two cake. It's for two people, and I leave all of that in the description for you. So how it entails for one cake, you're going to be using a half a cup of butter, softened, 1 cup of sugar, but then you're going to have half brown sugar and half white sugar, 2 eggs, a quarter teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and you're going to put half a teaspoon baking soda and half a teaspoon baking powder, some ground cinnamon, some ginger, salt, the shredded apples, and we're going to be using walnuts in this, and also some raisin. You know, raisin and apple go very nice together. Okay, so we're doubling it up, so everything is going to be like double up. Okay, so I saved the flour already, which is there, and right now, so instead of half a cup of butter, we're going to have 1 cup of butter and 1 pack brown sugar and 1 cup white sugar. So it's double up because I'm making 2 cakes for 2 people. Okay, that is gonna be cream, and then I'm gonna have the eggs. So in the meantime, with the eggs, what I like to do with my eggs, and how I grew up seeing my grandmother do it, you have to take that ligament, or what we call back home the eyes, out of the head. And which I'll do that because I'm going to put them in one at a time. So let me just get the eyes out, because that's where my grandmother always tell me that the rawness of the egg is, you know. So I grew up and seeing that done. Take it out. Okay. So I'm going to start this now. The sugar and the butter is going to be started too. And we're going to do that till it's nice and fluffy. Okay. Then after that, I'll add the eggs to it. So folks, while that is creaming it, because it makes so much noise, I'll come right. Okay guys, the butter is creamed, and I had the eggs them individually one at a time because I just did that because I know it makes so much noise. And what I did, I also had in some vanilla, and for the drying, I'm gonna add the raisin right now. And here I have the flour, folks, sieve and everything with the baking soda, baking powder in it. I'm just gonna add some nutmeg to it, about a quarter teaspoon, because this is a spice apple, so you're gonna have it. So I'm gonna put in a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg, and a teaspoon of cinnamon, and this is ground cinnamon, folks. Want it nice and spicy, all the spice. And I have some ground ginger right here, and I'm gonna also add half a teaspoon of that to it. And as I say, I'll leave all of this in the description. And a quarter teaspoon of salt. And I'm just using some Himalayan salt. You could use any salt, it doesn't Doesn't matter. So vanilla, some mixed essence, all of that went into the batter. Everything is in here right now. So I have the walnuts. I'm gonna add those to the flour, and I'm gonna start adding in the flour and all of this right now, and gonna go through. Add it in slowly. The smell from the essence and the vanilla and the almond is so nice. I have to put the cover on, folks. Yes. Start to make a mess. That's why you gotta add it in slowly. It's a mess, but it's a part of baking. Okay, and we're gonna start adding the apples. Trying to get everything incorporated. I could have mixed it up by itself, but I just want to get everything inside incorporated, you know, just see what happens. Let's get rid of all of this. It's a mess, but I forgot to put the cover on early on, so okay. So I'm just gonna take the cover here off, the lid. And you know, you just gotta scrape down at times, folks. Scrape everything down so everything will be incorporated, and just give it one more spin. It looks very fluffy right now, so looking good. So I'm just scraping everything down right now. Let me get a knife. And you preheat your oven at 350. And I think this baked for about 40 to 45 minutes, okay? And then we have to let it cool, then get the frosting, and we're using a cheesecake, cream cheese frosting. I'm just gonna give it one more whisk. Tastes good, folks. Give it more whisk. Lower this down. You don't want to overdo it, so that's that. Okay. And as I say, that's that. I'm just gonna flour the pan right now, and I'm using two What inch is this? I have to get some flour to flour it. Get this out, the paddle out. Looks good. You could also, if you have a hand mixer, you could also use the hand mixer. But I prefer this, I just throw everything in and boom, all done. And hand mixer, I have such a bad experience. Splashing up all over the place. I'm loved with hand mixer. So I prefer my standing mixer for a lot of baking. Okay, I'm just gonna get some flour to flour the pan. And I'm using 2 of those pans right now. Get a little bit of flour. Because that way, folks, your cake comes out, you know, even when you grease it sometime alone, you always put some flour and your cake just come right out. Easy, easy, easy. With greasing, or if you have spray, you use the spray. But I prefer to use my grease and flour instead of the spray. So I'm just greasing this right and just flouring this one right now. Okay. Wow. Well, I can do that afterwards. Okay, I'm just gonna take it off. Okay. I'll just drag it out. Get out of the way a bit. Clean that off in a minute. Right now. Okay. And the smell, folks, is so incredible. Normally, you know, put the pan and wait and stuff, but I'm so good at judging, you know, right now what and I use both baking soda and a little baking powder, half and half. I think it's gonna be very, very, very nice. I think that should be it, and the rest will be for the next pan. So this is a spice apple cake. There goes the telling me that it's ready. Okay. So I'll just do the same thing with the other baking pan and let it do its thing. So I get it even, Steven. have one side higher than one. Okay, so that's gonna go into the oven now, folks, at 350 degrees for 45 minutes, or you know, or when you try it and the Q-tip it goes straight through it. I mean the toothpick goes straight through it with no resistance, and it comes up very clean. So sometimes you can just wait on, or I'd say 45 minutes, because sometimes it depends on, because every oven, a lot of ovens is different. So folks, this is gonna go into the oven for 45 minutes. Okay, so we'll be right back when it's done. Hi guys, I'm Press G here, and guys, the cakes are ready. So we have a little change of plan. They decided that they do not want to have cream cheese frosting. Instead, they would like some ice cream. So folks, and they want specifically rum and raisin. So guys, I am gonna do a video. I have videos up there with rum and raisin ice cream, but I have 700 videos, so that's way up there. So when I do the rum and raisin, guys, I'll show you. And guys, look how easy it comes out. The cakes comes out. Look at that, folks. You see that? So when you do just grease and flour, guys, those are the two apple spice cake. And my next video, folks, I have to go do make some Jamaican rum and raisin ice cream. So right now the cakes are cooling, and so basically I'm not gonna cut it or anything, folks, but honestly, folks, they're very moist and nice, and I can't cut it, they're not mine, so there you go. So we're not gonna they changed their mind from the cream cheese frosting, so they were like rum and raisin ice cream, Jamaican rum and raisin ice cream. So I have all the ingredients here, folks, so I am gonna make that for them. So the cakes are gonna cool for now, and I'll be making some rum and raisin ice cream later on. Folks, try this recipe. It's very easy, and it's so delicious. Apples, and like I said, use Granny Smith apples, because that apples hold up more firmer when you bake, instead of like a Gala or Macintosh or one of our Red Delicious. Use Granny Smith, that's the green apples, and you will get an awesome result, folks. Okay, big up everybody. Fire, big up yourself. Happy New Year to everybody again. And Evelyn, you're such a there. Thanks for all the good vibes, Evelyn. Try this cake, Evelyn, you will love it, and it's not sweet, And Noreen, big up yourself. Maureen Mello, big up yourself. Beacon, big up yourself. And I'm glad everything works out okay right there. So we'll catch up later. Everybody have a wonderful evening. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.